made camp. We're gonna set up camp here. There's a lot of wet grounds here, so we're probably not gonna have like an actual open fire tonight, but I did bring my fire stove so we can just have like a little twig fire. I'll put some rocks down. It's kind of wet here. I was hoping for something a little drier, but I couldn't really find anything. This is the best spot. I'm actually gonna put my my tent in behind where the bike is. Actually, I'll just show you guys. Let's go take a look. I'll show you guys. Let's have a look. Get you off here without me beating it up. All right. So yeah. So here's where we. Originally, I was going to put the tent right here, but I found that all that stuff was very wet. It's very marshy. You know, it's not really all the best quality. As you can see, like over here by the bag, it's very wet, marshy. But here's the view. Got a lovely view. Got some ponds down here. As you can see, some ponds over here. And the background is also very beautiful. We got the mountains, as you can see, lovely trees. And then we have, of course, where I'm setting up. So then I was going to have the tent right here. But I find there's a little bit of like wet grounds right there as well. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm actually going to come in and let me get in here. I think what I'm going to do is rather than setting up the tent right there, I think I'm actually going to set it up like right here because this is a pretty hard ground. I might have to cut out just a couple small branches, but I'm thinking that's where camp is going to go. It's not even 9 o'clock in the morning here right now. I left the house at like 5:15, and now it's I think not even 10 o'clock. So anyways, I'm going to set up camp, and then we're going to go down to one of these ponds and get some water. I'm going to have some breakfast. But we'll start setting everything up first, even before I cut anything out over there. I'm just going to get everything set up first so we can get an idea of what we're in for. Kind of want the bike to stand more so. This tent is super easy to set up. Okay, the tent is put together. Now I just got to figure out where we're going to put it. Alrighty, so we got the tent set up now. I'm going to take everything out of the bag that I'll need for most of the day, and then anything that I don't need I'm just going to throw in the tent. You're probably wondering why would I put the tent here as opposed to like outside. Well, you know, I already said earlier that it's kind of wet and marshy sort of, but another reason why I put the tent actually in the middle of the wilderness like that, or in the middle of the trees, is for one, I don't know if it's going to rain tonight, but if it does, I can put another layer above me for protection. I can put another tarp, because it has been cloudy and it has rained out here once since I've been here. So this will allow me to put an extra layer, because I'll put a tarp from each side of the trees. So that's really why I put it in there. And then plus the trees that are there will protect the tent a little bit from the wind. So I do have the tent pegged down, but you know, like I said, the ground is not really the greatest, so hopefully the pegs don't come out. But I think she'll be okay for tonight. Got a little seat made. Oh yeah. Now I don't have to sit on the moss. Nice. Alright guys, we gotta get some water boiling now. It's getting pretty late and I'm getting pretty tired. So everything around here is pretty wet, so I'm not gonna even attempt to just try to light the fire with just a natural material. So I'm just gonna use cotton. I'm still gonna use the ferro rod, but I'm only gonna use cotton. Honestly, I'm just too tired at this point. But maybe tomorrow morning when I wake up for breakfast, I'll be more well rested. So maybe I'll be able to have a better go with it. Everything's pretty wet. I hope it lights in general, really. Alright, let's see. Alright, goes in this way. Alright, layer of cotton just right there. Grab my knife. Just like that. Hopefully that'll actually light. Alright, looks like the flame is going to keep going there, I think. Alright, now we'll put some water on. Alrighty, she's almost boiling. Not quite, but almost. Well guys, I decided to pack up the stove, and I think what we're going to do is I think we're just going to cook our supper down by the lake or down by the pond. I have to go down there for water anyways. I've already made 2 trips down for water, so I figured why keep walking back and forth when we can just go down there, and I might be able to get a nice time lapse as well of the sunset and stuff like that. So, and I kind of wanted to go down there to hang out anyway, so I figured why not just pack up everything. We'll take the stove, we'll take the cookers, and we'll just, there's no wood down there, so I'll have to make a couple trips, but I'll just bring down a handful of sticks. And yeah, and then that way I can refuel on water for tonight as well, so maybe I'll have some when I wake up in the morning. So yeah, we'll just spend the rest of the evening down by the pond, and we'll eat, and we'll watch the sunset, and then we'll come back up, and then we'll hop into the tent, and we'll have a good night's sleep. I'm super tired, honestly, from being on the go since 5:15 this morning. I could probably go to sleep now, but I got to get something to eat. So we'll head on down to the pond and we'll get something to eat. Alright guys, we got the wood. I got a bunch of wood brought down here, as you can see. And we got all of our bags. And by the way, what is for supper? Let's take a look. We got, well, I don't think I got you guys in focus. We got, that's the coffee that we're probably going to have again. Here's the fire stove, which I'll probably set up somewhere around here on the beach. I'll show you what this place looks like here in a second. That's our garbage. Always good to clean up after yourself. Where is our supper? Got some flatbread. Here we go. For supper today, we're gonna have some potatoes. All right, potatoes. Look at those bad boys. And we're also gonna have some steaks. Oh boy. Potatoes and steaks. Now I actually got some flatbread there as well, so I'm thinking maybe I'll make a sandwich of it. And I got some oatmeal, and I got another steak in there. Got another water, which I'm probably gonna have with supper, and all that good stuff. By the way, take a look at how close we are to the windmills. The windmills are literally just right there. Look at those guys. And also, how about this pond? I'm thinking, well, I was just sat down, like right where my gloves are actually. I was just sat down there, so I'm thinking I'm gonna put the stove up right there somewhere. Let's take a look. There's the shoreline of the pond. There's the wood that I just brought down. And just look at this pond, isn't that beautiful? This is where we're gonna spend the evening. I'm gonna try my best to get a nice time lapse of the sunset. Wow. I mean, if this isn't, you know, that's what life's all about. Let's start cooking our delicious potatoes. I gotta peel them and stuff first, but let's just get the fire going. Can't tell if it actually lit. I think it did. I mean, it's smoking. Well guys, the potatoes are pretty well finished, and so I'm just going to let that fire burn down, and then I'm going to take a time lapse of the sunset. But once the sun's gone, then I'm just going to go up and probably head right straight to bed. But I will wake up, and I'm probably going to come down here tomorrow to do breakfast. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the time lapse, and thank you for watching this far. Oh, and also, this is our very first video with My Wilderness Outside, so welcome to the channel. It's a brand new channel, and hopefully there'll be lots of these adventures to come. And yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, click that subscribe button, and thank you very much for watching this far. And the next scene will be the time lapse, and then probably me waking up bright and early in the morning.
It's 6:23 in the morning. The birds are chirping. I don't know how cold it got last night, but it must have been at least around 0, maybe even a little bit before. Inside the tent, even now, is freezing. But this sleeping bag was... I actually woke up twice throughout the night, 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. And I was concerned about sweating. I was cooked. I didn't want to be sweating when the outside temperature is so cold. Oh, I had such a comfy sleep. I'm glad I moved the tent over on this hard section and I didn't keep it over on the soft section. It was pretty windy last night too. It is a very beautiful morning. The bike is still there. Everything is very wet. Everything's soaking wet. Let's see if you can see on my tent. See the water? Everything's just wet. But it's a beautiful morning nonetheless. The ponds are very calm. That one. It's not windy by no means, so I only got probably about 10 minutes left to the battery, so I'm probably going to gather up some more wood and we'll have breakfast down at the pond, and I'll see you there. Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here real quick and basically apologize for not having more more scenes, like especially landscape scenes and stuff and whatnot in the video that we just watched. But honestly, all my equipment ran out of batteries and all that stuff. So I've already got some pretty big upgrades to the equipment done already. So even the next video that you watch will be much better quality and more scenes and stuff than the video what you just watched. The last scene that we just seen was me making coffee in the morning time, and that was when my batteries finally died. I was actually trying to record another scene and it died pretty well as soon as I hit the button. But I am working on it, so I am going to have a bunch more like power for my cameras. Also, and even I'm going to have a better quality camera, hopefully within the next video. So I just want to come on here and apologize, and I will say one thing about where we just camped. It was really nice there, and it seemed like there's a lot of fish there, so I'm probably going to go back there at some point and maybe do some fishing as well, so I'll be able to get some scenes and whatnot there as well. And really, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching, and just to sort of let you guys know, because why the video sort of ends so abruptly, it's just because I ran out of batteries. But like I said, it's all pretty well going to be upgraded by the next one. I hope you enjoyed this kind of stuff. Welcome to my wilderness outside again. You know, this is our very first video, so if you like this kind of stuff, click that subscribe button. And I did want to mention as well, I do have a Patreon account, and I'm not saying that just because I want you to run over and join it. I'm just letting you guys know that I do treat my Patreon account the same as just any other social media platform. So even so, on Patreon, there's a bunch of stuff that you're not going to see on YouTube. Like photos, there's a bunch of photos. You'll get to see videos earlier. I think the second tier allows you to see 5 videos early, so some pretty cool stuff. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm already 5 videos ahead on Patreon, plus all the photography and everything that I do while I'm out there. And I'm certainly no photographer. I'm not a professional photographer. I'm just mean any pictures that I take and whatnot. So there's that, and I think that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this journey and you enjoyed this trip. I do want to let you guys, I am going to show you guys some deleted scenes as well. And that's how we're going to end the video. So we'll go ahead and play the deleted scenes right now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And until the next adventure, take care.
Alright, we got some big tracks here. As you can see, we got some tracks right there. One right here. This track is probably the biggest. Look at it compared to my hand. It's about the size of my hand. I can almost fit my hand inside of it. Keep coming up. You can see how big the tracks are. Big wildlife. Big wildlife. Here's my foot. I'll put my foot next to it. Big tracks.